Hey guys, Maria Menounos here. Hope you tune into my show, Untold with Maria Menounos, this Thursday night at 8 on E!
You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Sing it, Katie.
Yeah. If the high was worth the pain, got a long list of ex-lovers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop her. I was gonna sing.
We need to go karaoke with you. We got a legit singer in here.
Yeah, that's way better than me singing the intro song every week. I'll tell you that. It's nice to have a break every once in a while.
Sterling did do a phenomenal job of singing Tomorrow from Annie, though.
Oh yeah,
Check
I
it
did.
out.
I did
Did
that,
you do that?
and then I did what was the other one? I want to be where the people are. It's just
Little
really
Mermaid.
great. I should get paid to do it. I don't know why I
Ariel,
don't.
that's my girl.
All right, hey there, Faking It fans. Thank you for tuning in to the AfterBuzz After Show for Season 2, Episode 9, Karmic Retribution.
Wow.
We have Roya Taheri, Kylie Hodges, and I'm Sterling Cates, and joining us is the Katie Stevens.
Yay!
The one and only.
I don't know what camera I'm looking at.
We'll take your pick, just not that
It's
one.
fine. I get it. Oh, that one. Okay. Hi.
Well, what's up? What's new? What's
Nothing.
the 411?
Just excited. We got 10 more episodes, so you know we have episodes like the one tonight where everything falls apart, and then we have 10 more episodes to pick it all back up.
It's the best news. Truly.
Well, and
is.
we have next week too.
Yeah. Well, we'll ask you about. We'll talk about next week.
sell.
Yeah, there we go. We're all gonna tune in now after that. But we'll talk about next week's episode and predictions, and hopefully we can get some spoilers from you.
Yeah.
A lot of
vault.
people on Twitter were asking us to make sure we got some spoilers for them. So we'll do our best. But
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm a vault lock shut. You're not getting anything. Nothing. You have to watch it.
Bummer.
Here, have some cake.
That doesn't do that for me. You cannot bribe me.
Roya every week
That's-
tries to win us over.
yeah, she brings
Haven't
donuts.
won you over yet?
No, you're wearing a Chargers jersey.
Even after almost 2 seasons of faking it.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about this episode,
Yeah,
shall we?
let's do it.
Okay. So the end of last week, we had the "she knows" text, but Amy was a little too busy with Ray Ray. I like to call it Ray Ray. It's
Ray
Reagan. It's Reagan, in case you didn't know.
Ray.
Yeah. Anyway, so
back.
she's salty.
So angry.
So the episode starts with Amy in bed with Reagan. They apparently had a magical evening together. And she gets the text from Liam that Karma knows everything. Well, not knows, but kind of can assume that. What do we
She
think?
knows.
She
Yeah,
knows.
she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
She knows everything.
Yeah. Everyone except for Lauren's lives are kind of on the down. Shane
Yeah.
had to fire his trainer.
But plus side, we learned that Amy's a quick learner. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
she has educational experience.
Educational experience for her.
Yeah, this was a tough episode because it was all about Karma. It was all about Karma finding out, and everyone what good can come out of this episode? There was no good ending for her finding out. But I was surprised she didn't slap Amy.
Hold on,
Yes.
wait a second. I didn't get the football thing. What?
Um,
I missed that email.
See, but if you notice,
But I'm wearing
you're wearing
green
a
some
Chargers
Packers.
jersey. Yes, you're
Packers.
wearing green and
Okay.
yellow
All right,
around
yes.
the Packers
Yeah,
jersey.
sorry.
That wasn't even
I
planned.
just noticed that.
It just means we
Kylie was
Chargers
saying
can handle it. It's okay.
to people who don't know this, which I just found out, Katie is a Packer fan, which just warms my heart.
My fans know.
Okay.
Sundays is a rough day for all my fans and their Twitter feed.
So I'm the only person that learned something today that
Yeah.
Katie's Packer.
Okay,
Not
well,
a
warms my
quick
heart.
learner, but it's okay. Maybe you'll be like Amy.
Well, we
over.
learned that Karma's very forgiving because she doesn't.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you're keeping us on
Keeping you on
track here.
track.
I like that. Okay, so let's talk about this locker scene where Amy goes up to Karma, and Karma obviously looks very pissed off, very upset. And that moment when she walks up to Amy, when Amy says she's so sorry, and she hugs her. I was not expecting that. I was like, she is about to smack her.
Yeah.
Well,
so
and that's
hard.
the thing is we get the script like as we are shooting. So we were shooting 8 and we hadn't gotten the script to 9, and I was like, I don't really know how Karma's gonna deal with this, and I expected what everybody else expected, that she's gonna blow up or something.
Yeah.
And then when I read it, I was like, wait, what? I had the same reaction that everybody, because when we were watching, you guys were like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly.
Like, typo?
yeah, and she says, and she even says to her, I'm so sorry you had to go through this by yourself. It's Liam's fault. And that she knows that Amy would never betray her. Mm-hmm. And that whole thing was just so shocking to me.
Well, I had difficulty, obviously, because with the way that I am, you know, and they talk to us before they write all these episodes, and they're like, what would you do in your real life if you found out that your boyfriend and your best friend slept together? And I was like, I would go Beyonce in the elevator on them, like, or Solange in the elevator.
Yeah.
Beyonce didn't do anything in that elevator. But it was one of those things that I actually had to sit down with Carter and kind of talk about why it is that Karma acts the way she does in this episode. And she's been friends with Amy her whole life.
Right.
So she can't let herself get to that place of thinking that Amy would betray her in this way, because she wouldn't be able to survive. She wouldn't be able to handle it. So putting all the blame on Liam, who is somebody more recent in her life, is just easier for her.
yeah, that's so true.
So letting herself believe that Amy would do something like that to her is just an unbearable thought. So she's just not, that's why she said, like, stop saying we, because she didn't do anything, like, leave her out of this, because she can't, because she obviously knows that Amy was part of it, but
right. Yeah, and it's kind of like denial at the same time. It's funny because
Heavy
I had
denial.
pretty much the same situation happen to me. I wasn't faking being lesbians with my best friend, but we were best friends since kindergarten. And you know, I'm not going to get into the details of the situation. Needless to say, we're not friends anymore. But turns out that she and my boyfriend of many years were secretly hooking up behind my back, and I didn't even find out until like the end of college. And so yeah, again, needless to say, we're not friends
so
anymore.
real.
But anyways, I'm watching this show, and like when Karma like hugs her, I was like, I would have never hugged her, like, because I was envisioning me in that situation. I was like, well, I definitely didn't hug her when I found out that was for for sure. So it was like, it's crazy, because what I like about the show is they keep you, like, I feel like it's always unexpected. What we think's gonna happen is completely different than what always happens.
What if your friend only did it one time?
Okay, well, I don't know what this says about me, if it's forgiving, but with the same friend, it happened twice, with one boyfriend and then with a different one. So it was the second time that was the straw for me. But the first time, I was very forgiving. I was kind of, thanks for letting me know, let's move forward. So maybe that's like where Karma is right now. But if Amy ever does it again, oh my God. Not to get personal. It just got like real deep there.
There's 10 more episodes.
But it was crazy how like I've never like had to been in the same exact situation as a character before, minus the whole faking being a lesbian thing.
Yeah, well, you know, we
here we are. So
we have something for everyone here on Faking It.
Yeah, right. But my biggest thing is Karma really just not angry with her? Like, or do you think it was
I think
denial?
she can't let herself be angry with her.
Right.
If she lets herself be angry with her, that'll be the end of their friendship.
Right.
And so I think
not
that
ready
this
for
whole
that.
episode was, all right, I can't let myself believe that she would do that.
Yeah.
Because then she's going to have no one.
Yeah.
If Karma doesn't have Amy, who does Karma have? She doesn't have the school anymore because she told everyone she wasn't a lesbian. She doesn't have Liam anymore for obvious reasons. And, you know, Shane and Lauren are kind of always with Amy. So Karma's left with no one. So she's kind of like, and I don't think that's a reason why she's being so, and I wouldn't even call it forgiving, because it's not like she's forgiven her.
She's
It's
just
just
denying.
I'm
Denial.
not gonna even talk about the fact that you did this.
Yeah.
So I think that it's more that they're like sisters. And you know, I've been in situations where I had a best friend who betrayed me, and it was kind of like, I can't believe that you would do that to me after everything we've been through, and after everything we've done together as friends.
Right. And I think Karma's still kind of getting used to the fact that her whole world is kind of falling apart. And she is very much a person who needs that attention, who needs that confirmation from other people.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to go off of that. And it seems like since everything is out of her control, she's normally the one that is always controlling her relationships and her world. And when she hugged Amy, I thought she was like trying to zone into being her parents. Cause like
well, and that's the thing is Karma makes so many mistakes, but she's always so nurturing, and she gets that from her parents and their nurturing nature. But it's one of those things. Somebody actually wrote, and it was my favorite thing because normally my Twitter feed is full of like people, you know, because everyone wants Amy to be happy and for obvious reasons. So everybody gets mad at Karma. But somebody sent me something that somebody had written saying, you know, we can all, it's easy for us to want Amy's happiness, and it's easy for us to like point fingers and be pissed off at Karma, but as much as we all want to be Amy and that character, we're all like Karma. We're all insecure and we're all trying to fit in, and if we all have the chance to pine after the cute guy or girl, we're going to take that opportunity, and we're oblivious to things that are in front of us.
Right, that's so true.
And so it's like, it's easy to point fingers at those characters that make mistakes, but, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody was Karma at some point.
Right, exactly.
But you root for the Amy character.
Yeah. Ooh. So, but let's look at this situation from Amy's point of view, because she goes along with this whole Karma being nice to her and hugging her thing, which, I mean, is that how you guys would react if you were Amy, if you had slept with your best friend's boyfriend? But, like, it's got to be hard to be like, no, wait, it was my fault. You know, when she's being so nice.
Well, it kind of seemed like Amy was trying to tell her, but then Karma would do something that make her back off.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between trying to tell someone something and telling them something.
Well, and that's the whole thing is, you know, she came up to apologize to Karma, and then Karma said, you know, I'm sorry you didn't have to go through this alone or whatever. And that was when Amy could have been like, what are you talking about? Like, I did do that. Yeah. That was where she could have done that. But I mean, you know, we're all, if we did something bad and somebody was like so quick to forgive us, I think we all would kind of be like,
you got to run with that.
Okay, I'll run with this for a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess. But there's only so long that can happen too. There's just no good end.
Yeah. There's no good end. Well, you might as well just get it out there. Try to get them to actually forgive you, because if you're so quick to not you personally, sorry. If Karma is so quick to not even listen to Amy's side of it, like this happened and this happened and this is why the whole thing happened, but to just go along with it, then nothing ever really gets solved, and there's always that kind of elephant.
And it's always because, you know, I take things because I play my character and I've spent time developing and working on who she is and why she does the things that she does. It's like I understand why Karma does everything, whereas, you know, viewers don't know, so they're like so easy to like get mad and like be pissed off at Karma. Yeah. But it's like sometimes I'm like, Karma, I get that like Karma lied in the first season and all of that, and you know, she pretended to be lesbians, but she always cared about Amy. Yeah. And her only fault was that she's not a lesbian, and she didn't have those feelings for Amy, but she still loved Amy. Right. Whereas Amy made a conscious decision, whether you're drunk or not, like, you know, to sleep with somebody where like that's a decision. Right. Whereas whoever you fall in love with is not. Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
I'm absorbing a lot.
Faking it is deep, people.
It really is. It truly is.
A lot of wisdom.
But let's talk about the, is it Hysteria? Or
Hysteria. So that was like our Hunger Games. Yeah. It was modeled after the Hunger Games.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. And I just realized when watching it, I was like, oh, I made a Mockingjay reference, and Mockingjay just came out. Yeah. Look at that. That wasn't even done on purpose.
The show is very up to date with the times, the whole Solange reference and the... You know, just throwing that out there. Anyways, so it's like they're forming a future civilization, and it's also a great excuse to not go to class all day.
We never go to class.
I would, right? Exactly. Like, when do you go to class? Apparently you have a third period class where you're really...
But it's a running joke now between the writers, because, like, my brother even watches it, and he's like, when are you ever in class? You guys don't go to class. You go to, like, meditation and yoga and dance class.
And Liam's always in that studio.
The art room.
Yeah. It's like,
but it's like, now it's a running joke where the writers are like, we're just not gonna put you guys in class now.
What was
It's the perfect high
Upon
school.
principle.
What was your take when you saw Liam's art piece that he did for you or for Karma when you guys
The pipes?
Yeah. Well,
I actually, like, on set, I like, walked up and I was like, what are these pipes? Like, I didn't even get that it spelled out karma until you turned the light on, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's so cool. And it actually was. Like, it wasn't like they just placed in afterwards the karma thing. Like, the art piece actually,
Oh,
with
it
lights
actually
behind
did
it,
it, wasn't-
actually did karma.
Edited it all. That's awesome. All right, so in Hysteria, we have the cloud spinners, the rain dwellers, mud movers, fire dancers, etc., etc.
I thought that they're like little poncho things. I thought that that they looked like they were in The Hobbit.
Hey, Karma.
The brown ones, anyway.
This was literally like, I remember, because we get so excited every episode when we get to like wear fun clothes and do all this stuff, and they're like, yeah, this one you're gonna be in burlap sacks, big white sweatshirts, some traffic vests and ponchos.
Great.
And I'm just like,
do we get to keep them?
I'm like, I don't really want to wear any of those.
Yeah.
But Beth, our stylist, was really great about like trying to make all of ours cute.
Yeah, I was
in
gonna say,
some
Karma
sort
made
of
her
way.
little white hoodie cute with the
She
little
like
green
tucked
skirt.
it in. At first, it wasn't tucked in, and I was like,
Yeah, it looked-
I just look like a marshmallow right now. And then with like Lauren clearly would have cut hers up and made it cute.
Yeah.
You guys do have really cute outfits on the show. That's all I had to say. I just really like your clothes.
All of my clothes come from free people, so.
I actually saw Rita.
saw me. Cool.
I saw Rita and actually you both wearing outfits that I have once on the show, and I like took a
felt
screenshot.
really special.
Yeah, she
Rita wore
this
this jacket.
I got really excited, and I was like texting my
She wore
girlfriends.
this jacket in my birthday episode when she hid the note from me. That was the jacket she hid the
Model
note
it
from me.
for you guys.
There it
Is
is.
the actual jacket, Kylie?
Free people clearance rack, you guys. That's the way to do
Nice.
it. Okay, let's
Anyways,
actually have
enough
an
about
after
Kylie. So Karma's the cloud spinner. Amy is the rain dweller who serves the Karma,
Cloud
basically.
spinner.
And then Shane, Liam, and Lauren are all mud movers. I keep wanting to say mud dwellers, so if I say that, forgive me. And then Theo and Brandy, homegirl Brandy, is our fire dwellers.
Dancers.
Everyone's
Yeah,
a
whatever.
dweller of sorts. No, fire dancers. We were like the police. So Karma, the highest position, she bans Liam from being around her. Then that leads to taking away the phones because he keeps texting her. So
She's using her power.
She-
Karma's
she-
wrath.
Would you guys be able to survive without your cell phone if they took it away from you like that?
I would like to.
Would you do what? What was the question? Sorry.
Survive without your cell phone.
Oh,
Like that.
probably not.
I would like to as well. I would just be irritated by the principle of it. Like,
Right.
she can't take it away from me.
Yeah.
I want to choose to not have it.
Yeah.
Well, the worst feeling, like Shane gets in the end of this when he doesn't have any text messages when he gets his phone back, is that feeling of, oh, I've been away from my phone for like a good 30
That is the
minutes.
worst.
I
When you've been
probably
away
have
from-
at least 9 different text messages from different people.
And
but
then you
no.
have none.
And then it's
That's
like
a
it's like
terrible
one
feeling.
from my mom, like, hey. I'm like, cool. I'm so unpopular.
At least your mom loves you.
I know, which I appreciate that. Yeah, and then it's like all like
I'll just send you a bunch
junk
of emojis.
emails. Yeah. If you ever think I don't have my phone, I would appreciate a pity text.
I'll keep that in mind.
Let me see. Well, what's next, guys?
So then well, let's see.
Well, Cloud
We get
Spinners,
shot.
Lauren's trying to, with Brandy, she wants to get all of the phones back so she can get Theo away from Brandy.
So they
Lauren's
chose
always scheming.
the
Trojan horse.
horse.
Yeah.
So that was good with an ice cream sandwich because that would definitely distract me.
I was laughing during that scene shooting so much because I just kept watching Breezy Eslin, who plays Lisbeth. They just kept giving her, she would take a bite of one and just eat it. Just really funny. And I just could not, because anytime it looks that way, I just started laughing. So I was like, I can't look at that
I love that
anymore.
Lisbeth is a cloud spinner.
Yeah.
That was
I
the
thought that
greatest.
was pretty funny.
Her and I were ruling the stage.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. And also Lauren didn't think anyone would pick up on it, and the first thing they do when they walk in is Amy's like, "That's obviously a Trojan horse."
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, originally, because obviously they have to cut pieces out of the script and stuff, but originally it walked in and Amy was like, "It's obviously a Trojan horse." Then everybody that was by the ice cream cart turned. It was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So she was also the only one that knew.
Right, because you guys never go to class. We know that. Yeah, we got it. You would have known if you ever were in class.
What an education.
But Liam takes this opportunity to talk to Karma, and he's still saying that it's me and Amy, like we did this, we both wanted to hurt you, blah, 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 but still Karma's in denial about the whole Amy thing. Stop saying we, that's when all that happens, and then you shoot him.
Well, he tells me he loves me.
Yeah.
That was...
And that was like the heartbreaking thing because Karma wants to say it back, but she's like so hurt.
Yeah.
So what do?
You shoot him.
Kill him.
Obviously.
Send him to hell.
I've never seen a Nerf gun be so dramatic.
Oh, it was
I love
so
it.
funny. Like, just people have been posting like Karma Everdeen on Twitter because I had the bow and arrow Nerf
That's
gun.
hilarious.
Do you guys watch Glee at all?
Yes.
You know the kid in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
One of the guys that was behind
Kurt.
Liam, is his name Kurt? I thought Kurt was
Artie.
Artie.
There we go.
Oh,
Artie.
Jesus.
One of the extras behind Liam was chewing gum and he looked like Artie, but honestly,
Doppelganger.
yeah.
Standing.
Artie, what's he doing?
He's been faking it now.
Glee's over, I guess. So I gotta do
Glee is
something.
Okay, so then Karma is still telling Amy, I can't believe he tried to take you down with him. Still very much in denial. And then she decides that she wants to expose Liam Booker because he still has this whole Squircle background for what his family has. But the thing is that Karma doesn't know as much about Liam's family as Amy does.
Ooh, and then
Which,
this is...
I mean, because if they're just trying to say, is this just one time, we like hooked up, it meant nothing, blah, blah, blah. But then knowing that she knows way more intimate details about his personal life kind of makes it not only
Worse.
physically cheating on someone, but emotionally and having that.
But was it
Connection.
Trust,
cool for
that
Karma to
trust there.
actually let that all out? To throw Liam? 'Cause this
It
is like-
wasn't. It wasn't. But I think that it's also, like she says, that you talk all this talk about how the truth and everything is so important to you, but you're still lying about that. Like you hold this protest to protest your family's company that you won't tell anybody is your family's company. Like,
Yeah, that's
so it's
also
still-
true, and he's definitely being a hypocrite in so many aspects there.
Everyone's in the wrong. In this
Right,
episode.
everyone's in the wrong,
Everyone.
but it's not Karma's place, I don't think, to
No.
do that. But she is hurt. I mean, she just found a bomb just got dropped on her, so I mean, I can't
some
really
time
blame
to
you.
sleep on it.
I mean, but when you're in high school and that stuff happens,
Oh, that
that's
stuff is
that's
just-
you don't
world
sleep.
ending.
And even when it got, am I jumping too far ahead where Amy tries to explain it? Whatever, I'm going there.
No,
Even
go
when
there.
Amy
Let's
tries
do
to
it.
explain it, I mean, it's kind of like there's no amount of explaining that can make her understand that that's okay. Because it's
Right.
like, oh no, I tried to stop him, and oh, I met his mom sister thing, and
His
and
mom
and you
slash
know,
his
no
sister.
way
this
of
is how I met, Reagan.
and also like no way of explaining. Oh, we just both wanted to hurt you.
yeah,
That doesn't make it better.
Right.
not at all.
Yeah. So should we? Well, just to get us there to really quickly. So Shane was leading this rally to free Liam from the basement, watching old sex ed videos.
That
Which sounds
that
terrible.
Sex video was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was like
Well, it
Was it
sounded
like-
terrible to us.
Was it like an actual?
it was an actual like 1950s abstinent video where it's like, I have urges with men. Remember how you told me about them? I had one. And I was like, oh God.
That sounds terrible.
It was awful.
It's torture.
But so, and at this rally or whatever it is that Shane's throwing, Karma stands up and is gonna. She's basically crashing it to tell everyone the truth about Liam. But Amy stops her by shooting her, sending her to the basement, which I thought was a great idea because then it makes Karma talk to Liam and kind of puts him in a.
It's like forced therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny because when like people asked me about this episode, I was like, okay, you want to know what happens? Okay.
all die.
Karma kills Liam, and then Amy kills Karma, and then everyone kills Amy, and then they all go to hell.
Yeah.
Because like,
Which isn't a lie.
Because who would believe that? But it's not a lie. It happened.
Yeah, which isn't a lie. So they all three end up in watching these
Hell.
sex ed videos, which AKA hell. And meanwhile, there's this whole mud mover revolution, food fight thing. And really, do you think Shane is just trying to get Liam out, or do you think he
he's
just
trying to
wants
get
his phone back?
He's trying to get his phone, obviously. He's like, who knows what important texts we're missing?
None, because you didn't get any. I'm just gonna say that.
None from Duke.
Yeah, so let's go to the basement here with the sex ed videos. The sex videos.
Sex basement.
The sex basement. Let's go there, guys.
attention.
Shall we? So this is when Karma finds out that Amy knows that Liam's life is more complicated than Karma knows. And that hurts. Like I was saying before, that hurts to know that your best friend knows more about your boyfriend than you do. And
and it was all behind your back.
Right, yeah. And you don't know, and at this point you can't trust either of them, so Karma doesn't know if to believe them that it only happened once or not, because
they could be together saying it didn't.
Right, because and it just keeps more and more stuff just keeps coming out, so it's kind of like, well, I don't know who to trust now.
So she hates them both.
Yeah, so and Amy says, finally, what I wanted her to say the entire episode is that it was her fault too, and that she said, if you hate both of us, and if you hate both of us, you hate us. Or
if you're gonna be like, it's either you forgive us both or you hate us both.
Yeah, you love us both or you hate us both.
That
And
was
she
like
said,
the
"I hate you both."
hardest. That was like the hardest scene, because that was literally, because it's one of those things now when we do scenes, because a lot of times with acting you're like, oh, I'm gonna substitute and pretend that I'm talking to so and so, something that's gonna make me cry. But now, because I love Gregg and Rita as people so much, it's so easy for me to just be heartbroken and just put myself in a situation like that. And I was just like, they were like crying, telling me, so I was crying, telling them that I had to hate them because I don't. You know,
I had chills.
Karma doesn't.
I had chills that whole scene, because you don't want any of these characters to actually hate each other, because we all love them so much, as fans. Because I'm not, one of them.
It was a bummer. Literally, nothing good ended up for anybody today. It was just an all-around bummer.
Womp.
Everyone's miserable.
Yeah.
I do have to say, not to throw Cortez under the bus or anything, but he was wrong about, remember, he's like, well, do we really know if Liam and Amy had sex?
Yeah.
Proof,
We were
right
like,
here.
Cortez really, like, how old are
Cortez,
you?
they did.
Yeah.
Did you not see the hands on the back at the end
There
of...
we go. See? And then the Lauren and Theo moments.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Lauren.
that,
Let's talk about Lauren and Theo. I didn't really incorporate them because I wanted to focus on Amy and Karma there. But so this is basically the last part of it. Lauren gets really insecure that Theo is ignoring her because now he knows she's intersex. And she revealed this huge secret about her life to him, and then he kind of disappears a little bit.
Well, especially because in her prior experience, telling somebody that big secret led to her being heartbroken.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it was a big thing, because Lauren doesn't reveal herself to anybody.
Exactly.
So for her to do that.
Yeah. So she confronts him about halfway through the episode about why he's being so offstandish to her, and he says, I'm still like into you, I love you, like, well, he didn't say I love you, he whatever.
I like you.
You get the idea. You get the idea. But he says he has something he needs to tell her, to meet him in the courtyard after school, whatever, and he doesn't show.
I was waiting for a countdown, like I've never been kissed.
I'm not.
I was really
There is
hoping
a reason he doesn't show people.
Oh my god. Is he
Well, what is
intersex
it?
too? I'm just like thinking he's intersex.
Guys, I will tell you that because that's the thing, is like they'll tell, so all last season, or like halfway through last season, Bailey found out that her character, Lauren, was going to be intersex, but none of us were allowed to find out.
Yeah.
Until we shot the episode.
Wow.
Like until we like read the script. So we all found out through reading the script that Theo had a secret, and all of us tried to guess, and all of us were wrong. So don't even try to guess, because you're going to be wrong.
He's a reporter.
Someone put on...
No, Roya, you say that every week, and I know that one's not true.
He's a reporter.
He's never been kissed, reporter, okay? It's Drew Barrymore.
I saw someone guessed on YouTube that it was because he's a single dad. And I was like, oh, that's kind of good. That's why he's always busy. He's got kids to raise.
So
He had to go pick his kids up from school.
Yeah, that's why he had to dip
That
out.
makes sense, kind of. Maybe he's an intersex single dad.
Yeah.
That's a reporter.
I kept doing that. Like we'd be like in the middle, like we were shooting the communal dinner, and like in between cuts, I'd be like, Keith, are you intersex? And he'd be like, no. Like I was just like asking about his character. Like every time we cut, I came up with a different theory of what Theo's secret was, and Keith was always like, stop guessing, you're wrong.
So
And
do
he
you
didn't
know?
hint.
I do know.
Okay.
We finished shooting the season.
So we for
get an
sure
answer.
find
There you
out
go.
next week.
You'll find out next week.
Woo!
I can't wait. Should we go from here to predictions?
Yes.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV.
We like to make it a little spooky when we talk about predictions.
Think of a prediction.
Well, now that I know he's not intersex, I have to completely change my theory.
First, can I just say before I make a prediction that I totally called it that Shane and Duke weren't going to work out. You
Well,
guys
how
are
do we
like,
know
You think it's
that, though?
over?
I think it's over. Uh-oh. All right, well, I'm wrong.
No, I didn't say anything.
I don't know.
You could be right.
I feel like, all right, this will be my prediction. I think that we will probably see Duke again, but it won't be in the long run. Like the rest of season 2, it'll fizzle out and Shane will be back to his old man's man ways.
Hungry wolf.
Like this, yeah.
Or whatever they call
I don't know.
them.
I don't think they're done though, my friend.
All right.
Usually
I
we
respect
agree.
your opinion. Agree to disagree.
I don't know. I think he's gonna come back and maybe it's hard to say because his career's involved. It's not like he's afraid to come out because of he's ashamed of who he is. It's because I guess that has something to do with it career wise, but with his fighting situation.
Yeah, and his dad encourages him to stay in the
Yeah, and
closet,
his
too,
dad
so.
knows. I don't know.
It's tough.
This is overwhelming for a Tuesday. for
Roya,
me.
what about you for a Tuesday? Got
Duke?
any predictions?
For Tuesday or for
just
Tuesday.
Are you guys just doing Shane and Duke? Or are you-
No,
The
everything.
whole episode,
everything.
that's just
Let's
all
talk
I
about
can
everything.
predict.
I predict that everyone is gonna like get on some flying unicorns and go off into the distance.
Wow.
Okay.
I like
Grease
that
at
one.
the moment, like on a unicorn, like Grease would in the car, and they go up. Like,
Yeah. We're gonna actually turn it into like faking. It's gonna be like the new Glee, and then we all ride off into floating
Oh,
cars.
nice. Well,
We're like part cartoons.
Well, when she said
Grease.
when her prediction was that people were killing people, she wasn't technically wrong.
Oh.
So maybe we can figure this one out.
Maybe they're flying.
So then I'm gonna steal that prediction then, right there. I like that one.
flying unicorns.
I wonder. But next episode we see Lauren is running for student body president, and I want to know. I'm just trying to figure out how this Theo's secret is playing into all of this.
Theo's secret, or do you think her secret might come out?
Well, I mean, not.
Oh, does
This
Lauren's
isn't
secret
spoiling
come out?
anything for you, but you know, Lauren got abandoned by Theo, so she's gonna put her
Yeah.
focus into
Something else.
Something else.
I bet she's gonna go into like Beyonce mode and just be like, I don't need no man out of my way. I'm running for office. You know, she's
to
just
the left.
zoned in on, being a
Is she
woman.
going to use her being intersex as like a platform for being student body president, since Hester High kind of appreciates people who are different? You know?
She's
I think
evolved,
so. I'm
guys.
gonna take that
She
as
is
yes.
evolved.
Oh, I'm so smart. I should be a writer on the show.
No. I don't know. You could be wrong. I don't know.
So what do you think Theo's new secret is? Well, not new, but
Didn't we just like predict
We
all
just-
this?
yeah, we
I'm out of ideas.
I'm out of ideas. I don't know anything. I just know that he's not a reporter.
He's not a reporter.
Yeah.
damn it.
What would he be reporting?
Never been kissed.
Yes.
All right.
Comes back.
With a spin.
Yeah.
I did make a Never Been Kissed reference
You did.
in this season.
We did call that out. Was that the episode with Fifth Harmony?
No, that was the episode where I spoke Portuguese.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of demand for you to speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
I'm trying
On
to think of
Twitter,
some-
people have asked
On
me.
Twitter?
Yeah.
É porque eu sou portuguesa.
There you go. For all the people who ask for
There you go.
Portuguese, you got it.
Kylie's just making dreams come
Ninguém
true.
pensa que eu falo português, mas...
And then she just told us Theo's secret.
Yeah, I did.
We're gonna translate that into.
Yeah.
And it
trying to-
means he's intersex.
Can you say that one more time a little more slowly?
What?
Can you say that one more time?
I didn't say anything.
All right. Well, we have some, speaking of Twitter, a lot of people were tweeting us asking you things. A lot of them were the same. B. Capella Love. I probably didn't say
That's
that
a person's
right.
name, I think.
That's a Twitter handle.
yeah.
They
They want to know if you're Team Raimi or
they
Team
want to know
Carmi.
if you're Team Carmi or Team Raimi.
I mean, I'm in Carmi,
Yeah.
so obviously I'm going to root for what I'm in.
Right.
But, I mean, it's hard because, like, as me who plays Karma, I'm, like, Team Carmi. But it's like, I think Rimi's cute, too.
Yeah.
But, like, come
But-
on, let's
but
be
it-
serious.
but
Are
if
they
you-
endgame?
No, I don't think so. But if you're...
We actually don't know. I don't know. They could be, and
I was
I'd
waiting
be
for you.
super happy, and I would applaud them because they're great.
But if you're not actually a lesbian, wouldn't you want Amy to be with someone who is
Exactly.
lesbian?
Karma's
Yeah.
not a lesbian. She's
Yeah, I'm
just stupid 15-year-old girl. Actually, no, she's 16 now. She's 16.
Yep.
She's
There we
just
go.
confused.
She's
They're
confused.
all confused.
They're all confused. Everyone's confused on faking it.
And then we have
That's why we fake it.
Yeah.
Laura.
Fake it till you make it.
We have Laura Goetz. I probably didn't say
We
that
butcher
right.
everyone's name.
I don't know why I'm in charge of saying their names because I'm
It's
the
okay.
worst
There was
person to-
There was somebody that had. We were like doing some live stream last season. Rita and I. We were like on Twitcam or something like that, and somebody's thing was "Carmi or die."
Oh.
And Rita goes, Carmi Ordy? And I was like, Carmi or die, Rita? Okay, you went to Duke Med School. Come on.
That's very funny.
No, it was really funny.
Well, I was gonna say Laura Goetz, but I think it's Goetz.
Goetz.
Goetz. I don't know. Anyway, she wants to know what your favorite scene to film was from this season so far.
There's a scene next episode that was one of my favorites. But I'm not going to tell you what that is.
Good.
But
Well,
I'll
that
say it
we've
on
seen.
Twitter
Okay.
next week. But probably the scene in the sub-basement today, where it was kind of like the confession and everything coming to fruition. That was probably my favorite scene.
Wow.
Because it was like emotional and heartbreaking, and my favorite scenes are always when the things that have been the secret the whole season or the things
out,
that came out. So last season, my favorite scene to shoot with Rita was the scene where she confessed her feelings for Karma.
Wow.
There we go. There you have it. And this last one, I only wrote at Carmi Army. I'm not sure what they asked. We started the show a little too soon when I was on Twitter.
I got one.
I think
But
we
anyway,
got it.
shout out to Carmi Army.
Oh, the Gay Women channel. Those are my girls.
They wanted to know
Yes.
when will your album come out.
That's what Carmi Army wants to know.
Oh, when will my album
Music
come out?
situation.
So,
What's that?
I
What's
wouldn't I'm not gonna say that I have an album coming out because right now I'm just working on music, so I'm just writing songs and doing all of that. But
Nice.
I mean, hopefully at some point I'll get the right people behind me and be able to release my country songs for everyone.
Love it. So you want to go your for sure country path.
Just got a place in Nashville.
Oh, sweet. Really?
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Are you neighbors with Kelly Clarkson or Kesha? Because that would be
No,
awesome.
but I
Wait,
will.
Kesha's country?
well, she
No, she
lives
lives
in
in
Nashville,
Nashville.
right?
Got it.
Yeah, I believe she does.
I was trying to figure out that tie there. Kelly Clarkson and Kesha.
Yeah. They all live
You
in
know.
Nashville. That's the
Well,
common
I got one
denominator.
question from Gay Women Channel.
Oh, Gay Women channel.
They want to know that if you had to give a name for Karma, like a nickname like they have for Janice Ian or Hottie
Oh,
Doucheface,
Janice Ian and Hottie Doucheface.
what would you like them to use for
I only
Faking It
want a
Friday?
nickname if Amy's gonna get a nickname, ladies.
Oh, wow. Equality.
Equality.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. Who's Karma like?
I don't know. I was a little thrown off by that question.
Yeah.
I
don't know. They're really funny. They do Faking It Fridays, which is they recap our episodes
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. And they from the get-go named Liam Hottie Doucheface.
Right.
And that's all they call him. And then when Reagan came into play, they were like, it's Janice Ian.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because she kind of
I saw a photo of them side by side, and
Can
The
they
hair, striking.
The
Here's
hairs.
all right. I need them to give me 3 options or ideas, and then I can choose because I'm not good at this stuff. They're super creative and their things are really funny, so I don't want to be the not funny one.
Well, the answer's on
you go.
you, Gay Women's Channel.
Yes.
Are there any more Twittery things?
I'm all
That was
Twittered
just
out.
the one I pulled up.
I'm all
And
Twittered
Roya,
out.
you want to talk about our little our little situation?
Thanks, Sterling. I don't know why I forgot your name for a second.
Sterling.
We haven't been talking about 2 seasons of the same show together.
Cortez forgot my name last week. It's fine.
All right, guys. So, do you want to win a birthday card signed by your favorite cast members,
Yeah.
or do you want
I
to wear
signed it.
this
She did sign
T-shirt?
it.
Sorry, I'm beating you. This AfterBuzz shirt by the cast members as well.
Autograph.
There you go.
So that's Michael,
Uh-huh.
that's Bailey, that's me, and then I'm sure the other cast
Yeah.
members will be signing.
They will. You got until the end of the season.
But
to-
okay, I get that everyone's gonna want it to be their birthday, but really, it has to be your birthday. Don't lie.
That's a good rule.
That's the rule.
It's your birthday eventually, you know?
exactly.
Are we doing
But-
it at the end, the mid-season
No,
next
that's-
week, or the end
End.
end of
Season
this
end of season 2.
Okay.
But how
Next
did they get
week.
it? To be? Isn't it?
Oh, to be.
That's a long
yeah.
time.
That's a
Are you
really
gonna
long
hold on to
time.
that stuff? Because I don't want to be
You're
responsible
gonna be
for
wearing
it.
a
This has been the
t-shirt.
longest I've ever held on to anything. You should be really happy this card is not bent. I am notorious for bending cards in my backpack. So,
Okay,
but
so
I'm not.
we definitely
I'm
want
gonna kiss the card.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
that.
And now it's been kissed and autographed by the Katie Stevens.
And Michael and Bailey.
That's right.
Exactly.
I can't.
So-
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna leave it as a surprise but I don't know what Bailey wrote.
Yeah, I don't know what she wrote either. But if
you to
wanna
find
win
out if
these
you win it.
fantastic things, you have to follow me, Roya, Cortez, and Sterling on Twitter. Plus, you have to go to iTunes and rate us and comment so we can find you.
5 stars with your Twitter handle,
Yes.
so we know who to reach out to. Yep.
Maybe it'll be you.
How exciting!
Cool.
I'm,
Oh,
I'm
man.
a little jealous that I don't get to keep
I
it.
know. That's what I was
Well,
going to say.
all right, here we are.
Well, create a Twitter handle.
Well, here we
I'm
are.
over it. I'm done.
Rate us on iTunes. 5 stars with your
yeah.
Twitter handle.
Yeah.
be
Oh,
more
I will.
creative.
Can I win? Oh wow.
You have to follow yourself
Say it's
though.
really look it up.
You have to follow yourself, though.
myself, which
Figure
I
that
think
one
might be
out.
impossible. Yeah. All right. Anyways,
Oh, boy.
do you have any more questions for Miss Katie since we have her here?
I have no questions. I was just going to say thank you so much for coming to be here.
Well, thank you for
It was
having
a
me. I love
blasty
coming
blast.
here.
You have good stories.
Would you
good
want to
energy.
sing a little bit more of that song that we were playing earlier? No,
I
just
don't.
butchered
I
it,
like
so never
it.
mind.
It just came out, so I can't say that I know all of the words.
Karaoke
fair.
is done on AfterBuzz.
Man, guys, I was gonna
We
break
don't
out
wanna
some Justin
say-
Timberlake.
We don't want to say goodbye to you,
You
Katie,
could
but
sing.
we do.
Spoilers.
I hate goodbyes.
Is there any upcoming projects or anything you want us to be on the lookout for?
Faking It season 2.
Faking it? What's that?
That starts in we start working on that in a week and a half.
Exciting.
So it's coming.
And
We
we'll
can't
keep
wait.
we'll keep an eye out for any upcoming music and that sort of thing. So that's very exciting.
And you know what, Katie? Good luck to your Green Bay Packers. Good luck.
Good luck to your Chargers.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We gotta stay healthy.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Any Carolina
Green and
Panthers?
yellow all day.
Any
We have
Carolina
yellow.
Panthers fans out there?
Who?
It's crickets. No one
definitely
listening?
crickets.
All right.
I
Anyways.
think that means it's time to end this.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, Katie, where can everyone find you on social media? Twitter, Instagram, et cetera?
My Facebook fan page, Twitter, Instagram, everything's at the Katie Stevens. I made it simple so I didn't have to remember anything else.
Well, there you go.
Smart.
Easy does it. What about you, Roya?
Well, guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. That's HeyRoya.
Hey, Roya.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Roya.
Oh, hey.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Kylie Hodges, and follow my YouTube series at the Kylie Hodges or / the Kylie Hodges.
She stole
whatever
your
that
idea,
is.
Katie, about the whole the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I took the
Copycat.
I don't know. Sorry.
There are a lot of Katie Stevens out there, and
But this is
all
the
of,
one and only.
all of the Twitter handles were taken, so I had to put the.
I had to stand out.
But you know
Well, it's the
what?
one and
There's
only,
only
so-
one of me.
Right.
V.
Right.
Katie.
Exactly.
This Katie Stevens.
Exactly. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sterling Cates, and also be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AfterBuzz TV. Stay up to date on all the things we have happening. It's super
Thank
exciting
you guys
stuff.
for watching.
Anyway, see you next
Bye.
week. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.